Whether you're aspiring to break into esports casting, have secured your first Race to World First gig, or are looking to enhance your casting skills, this is the guide for you. I'm Actually Arcane, and today we'll be exploring some tips and tricks for esports casting. Do you have to be a professional level player in order to cast? No, absolutely not. But before you go online for your first shift, you'll need to take some time to prepare. There are two main casting types: play-by-play and color casting. Play-by-play casting is what you may picture when thinking about radio coverage of a soccer game. The caster is describing what's happening, who's doing it, and maybe some reasons as to why. While play-by-play casting doesn't require the most detailed knowledge of the game, you should be able to weave in witty comments, dynamic wordplay, and keep the audience engaged. It's crucial. This may seem simple, but not many people want to listen to someone drone on about what's happening right in front of them. There are a lot of techniques to make your play-by-play casting interesting and engaging. But before you go researching all the best game-based puns, watch a match or two of your favorite race and give it a try. Talk about what you see and repeat the activity until it becomes natural. Color casting is comparable to an announcer breaking down a play in slow motion. It involves providing detailed explanation of why specific plays occur, team strategies, and predictions for optimal team compositions. As a color caster, viewers look to you to rationalize a team's decisions or learn something new. This requires a much deeper game knowledge. While you don't need to be an expert on every aspect, your knowledge forms the foundation of your commentary. Color casters focus on explaining events and details, while play-by-play casters intensify and drive audience emotions during the big wins, surprise deaths, and everything in between. Now that you have a basic understanding of both types of casting, try both of them, either at home, just by yourself, or on your stream. Most people will find that one type comes a little bit more naturally to them. Once you are comfortable with which casting style best suits you, it's time to choose your game. While being versatile is great, focusing on a single game to start is advisable. For match-based games like Overwatch, you'll need to understand specific teams, players, characters, and game modes. For raid-based games like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy XIV, you may focus on guild compositions, fight phases, and mechanics. Whatever game you want to cast, have a solid foundation of knowledge about the game, the characters, classes, and teams. It's all necessary in order to really know what you're talking about. To gain that familiarity or expertise, research is essential. Learn about the players, the bosses, and how your chosen team approaches new challenges. A great way to learn team dynamics is by watching old broadcasts of esports events. Observe how casters interact and familiarize yourself with the history of the teams. While you don't need to be an expert on every class and spec in the game, a general idea of current metas, overpowered classes, and main cooldowns is beneficial. This knowledge is especially necessary for color casting. Now that you've done your research, practice. Record yourself casting old races or games, compare with the official casting, and identify areas for your improvement. Practice makes perfect. So your research is done, your game is picked, and you are tired of hearing yourself talk. Here are a few more tips and tricks to help you along the way. First and foremost, be yourself. Don't worry about emulating other people. Take inspiration, but let your own personality shine. Ask questions and seek feedback from experienced casters and your community. Have confidence. Not everyone will like your style, and that's okay. You don't have to read chat. You are there to commentate on the game. You're the expert. Treat casting as a job. Be punctual, communicate with your team, and be prepared. It's okay to discuss things other than the game during long raids or matches. Entertain the audience and engage with your fellow casters. Last and most importantly, sometimes silence is okay. If you talk non-stop, your other casters can't get a word in. Respect their time, and don't be afraid to watch along with the viewers. Have a listen into the comms, and it's okay to have a little bit of blank airspace. As you venture into esports casting, stay true to yourself and embrace the learning curve. Whether you favor play-by-play or color casting, dedication and passion are the keys to success.
Ladies, gentlemen, and everybody in between, congratulations!
Thank you to the generous contributors who made this guide possible. Your wisdom has paved the way for aspiring casters. For more insights and updates, follow me on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch at Actually Arcane. Let's continue the journey together. Remember to be kind and play your games your way.
See the excitement in the room, the relief on their faces. They are over this boss